All right, all right, all right, all right. Shalom, shalom, and shalom, Sister Deborah. Coming this evening with a message. Just time to talk. That's what I'm titling this message. Just time to talk. It is so many things in the air, meaning so many issues and so many things that is taking place in this day and time. And it is amazing to me that it's like people are numb. I know it goes further than that. I know that, but it's like people are numb to what is actually taking place in this day and time. And I don't know, what am I wanting? What am I expecting? Uh, I guess if you go back to the days of Noah and days of Solomon and Gomorrah, people were numb. They were closed off regarding all the issues that was taking place. People were closed off. They wasn't interested in the fact that he was telling them it's going to rain and it's going to flood and that the world is at the end. Just thinking about that, it does remind me of where we are at today. Where we are at today, and the sadness of it is, back in the days of Noah and the days of Solomon and Gomorrah, uh, they didn't get a warning. Yes, they didn't get the warning. Like we have been given the warning about being like the day of Noah and the day of Lot. We got a warning, but them, they didn't get that. You see, they didn't receive that warning. So it's strange to me that people are actually ignoring the warning, the trumpet, even though they have read or they understood something took place once before that has been a reminder to us that it would happen again. You see? And it is off the chain how everybody's at a standstill. What's more important to people is the things of the world, the things that they're doing in the world, and how they are embedded in the world and the ways of the world. It's like nothing means nothing, no matter if it is going on, even if they hear that it's going on. It seems, it appeared to me as if people are very numb to what is clearly seen, what was clearly spoken of in one time. But yet, this is the way people have decided to run on in their living, in their life. I ain't gonna say life, but in their living. And it's a sad thing. It's a sad thing because it's just letting you know, when everything fall in, know that this need be, and this is how it must be, because much warning has been brought forth. The trumpet has been blown. The warning itself is what you see. All these things that's in the world today How dare we act as if it's not there? And it is. All these things are clearly seen. That's in the world today. But what? We still want to live as if we're numb to what is actually happening. Hello in the live chat. It's good to see you. I want to talk about several things. I want to talk about shutting down the system, the government in a sense. Everything about the government is not shut down. It's only those things which is a part of their plan, and it's working. It's working toward their favor. I don't know if you all know that or not. It is. It's working toward their favor, and I believe they was expecting the people to clown. I do believe that. And what people don't understand is when you're numb to the things that's actually taking place and the things that's right before your eyes, what happens is they go to the next level. So once they go to that next level, and they go to the next level, and they go to the next level, then people will be trying to say, well, okay, they doing this, they do. No. You're at the level where the trumpet has been blown. You're at that level where the prophecies are right before you. Let's put it like that. They are right before you. But what do? You ignore it. You ignore the prophecies because you feel that it really hasn't made it home to you. It don't need to make it home to where you at, because if it make it home to where you at, you might not be able to stand. So know that where it's at is at a distance so you can stand. But after a while, you're not going to be able to stand because it's going to be before you. Okay. So these things that they are doing is really they're at a higher level. When I say higher level, I'm speaking, say, for one being the lowest and 10 being the highest. Sister Deborah, can see it at 8. At 8. I can see it at the level 8. That means that the level of where things are, it's up at level 8, hitting the highest. So when you think of this shutdown, I did a couple of videos a couple of weeks ago explaining the effect that the shutdown would have, because a lot of people thinking, and this is another sad thing. People were thinking when the shutdown come, it's only going to be for those that's poor, those that's homeless, and those that are in need. No. The shutdown was never for them. Father, yeah, you going there, ain't you? See, that's what people don't see. The shutdown was not for them. And because they thought that when they shut down, well, long as it's not affecting me and mine, or the shutdown ain't for me, or it's for those who's less fortunate, and those who's homeless, and those single parents, and those, all of those reasons was before people. Why you say that, Deborah? Because they didn't see the real picture, the clearer picture. The clearer picture was the shutdown and the SNAP isn't for the people that's on SNAP. It's not the government system, and the government shutting down is not for the people that's not getting their paycheck. It's for the country itself. And that's why I say it's sad that they can't see the chaos that they are forming within their own country. They cannot see that the billionaires have got it nailed from A to Z. Why? It's because during the time they have been putting things on the people here in this country, they stood back and they assumed that, okay, long as it's for them, long as they bothering them, or as long as it's wounding them, as long as it's hurting the immigrants here, and they thought that, but it had no plan for them. They're really coming after you. Okay, people thinking that they're coming after those who are out here, and this is why they shut it down, and this is why they stopped this, or they stopped it for the poor and the single mothers and those who on welfare and fixed income. All of these things, you guys, y'all have it wrong. Y'all had it wrong for quite some time. That's why it was so easy for 9/11. Mm-hmm. That's why it was so easy for 2008 housing market, where they uh, 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 took the homes from everybody. These things are so easy for them because this country is at a standstill of numbness. They are so, everybody is more so caught up in themselves as an individual and making sure that they don't fit under the category in which the billionaires are targeting. So they think they're not targeting the poor, you guys. It's never about the poor. It's never about those who need food, people. It's not about those who have government jobs. They are the scapegoats. So if they're using SNAP as a scapegoat, let me tell you, y'all in a heap of trouble. Because as long as they're targeting a certain people or a certain group or a certain part that fits under that category, then they thinking, okay, let them focus on them. No, baby, they coming for you. This is just what they do to test the water. That's all. They just doing this to test the water. But they coming for you. Okay? So when I think about the shutdown, I realize many people haven't focused on the planes. The planes fares and people having money. I mean, not having money, have paid for tickets and supposed to travel and business travel, all these things. Now, do you think those that's on SNAP is out there having, making trips? Do you think they're on the plane? No, but they cancel many flights. Do you think those who are on SNAP, they're less fortunate? You think they're on them planes making them trips? No. You see the effect it's having? They canceling flights after flights after flights after flights. Why? Because American people are numb to what is actually happening. And it's almost like, I don't know if y'all ever heard of it's a shot they can give you. And I heard they can even, it's a smell they can give you that'll paralyze you. It's a shot, it's a pill, it's that'll paralyze you. When that's what I see as a people in a country. They are so numb, so how would I say, paralyzed toward all these issues that they are putting upon them. And they feel that, okay, it's not happening to us, it's happening to them over there, it's happening to them over there. Oh no, it ain't us, it's them over there. See, they done made it to where they feel that it's placed somewhere else. The issue is placed somewhere else where it don't affect them. Well, if the system has shut down, government jobs are some of the best paid jobs. So if they shut the system down, why are they still getting paid? See, this is what people don't understand. No, I ain't gonna say they don't understand. They are, how would I say, they are paralyzed. And it's the paralyzed that they cause onto themselves, because the way they think, the way they function, the way they feel. And a lot of it has to do with the way they hate, their hate. But what is actually taking place is All these things that they're doing, now that the people didn't respond to being shut off of SNAP, or their jobs are still closed down because the government system has closed down, the people still have not responded. So now it gives the billionaires the next move. And that's where the people are in trouble. Because each time America don't respond to the things that they're doing, each time that America act as if they are paralyzed because they figure it ain't got nothing to do with me and mine, guess what? They move a notch in another direction. But what they did not know, those that not receiving SNAP, they ain't gonna be affected by the cancel of the planes or the flights. They're not gonna be affected because they're not the one that's buying the tickets. You see? So who is it that's being, that's it's going to affect? When they canceling all these planes, who do you think that's going to affect? You see what I'm saying? This is showing you how the mindset of the people are so far gone, and they are paralyzed to the point where the billionaires have given them, I don't even think they have given them anything. I think the level of hate is in this country so high, and pride and greed is so high to where people are not moved by all the things they're doing within this country, because they feel, well, still I can buy groceries, I can pay my bills. Or they having a hard time, yes, but they still looking at it, I can, but they can't. You see, it still got that hate. It's still a form of hate and pride and greed, because they're saying that, okay, when they can't get food, but I can, so it ain't affecting me, because they don't even see that they are paralyzed to the issues that is being poured out upon them in this country. Shutting down is not, and like I said in a couple of videos a couple of weeks ago, shutting down mean closing, stores closing, meaning business owners is going to close. You see what I'm saying? Stores are going to close. They already started. My ex-husband was telling me the other day that at his job, they cutting up hours so low because they said they don't have any business. You see what I'm saying? So like you all thinking, and when I say not you all, but this country thinking that it's not affecting them, it's all going to affect you. They are not going after the poor, you guys. They are not going after those who's on a SNAP. They're going after the middle class and up. They do not have no idea that that's really their target. But they got to start from the bottom to really cut out everything in the middle. Perfect plan. Perfect plan. And while people thinking that, okay, no, this don't affect me, so I don't care what they do. They, and that's the spirit of people. Why? Pride, greed, and hate. So now, by them having that, they're also paralyzed. They're paralyzed to the point where they can't respond to nothing that's actually taking place, even if they wanted to. It's a spiritual paralyzed. They're spiritually paralyzed to where they just don't feel the effect of how their country is laying down on the ground, because they're saying, that's them, not me. That's you, baby. Them today is setting up for you tomorrow. And that's what a lot of people don't know. Jobs is going to be lost because of SNAP. But wait a minute. Was SNAP given to people who don't have jobs? So are you saying that now we're going to have a lot of people without jobs in this country? For sure. The statistics has already been counted. thousands of people are without jobs. And they're not showing you this on these platforms. And these people who got platforms, they're not even teaching it. They're not even speaking it. They're not even warning you. They're not even blowing the trumpet because they think they're higher, above what the billionaires are doing. Not understanding. It's not for the little man. It's for that middleman and up. They coming for you. Why you thinking it's the little man? You see, they have to move them out of the way to get to you. You see? And that's all they're doing because they're going to start the issue for you. Those who are without, those who are targeted to affect really you because you thinking it's not about you, it's about them. Oh no, baby. This country had no idea what it meant for them to shut down on them. At the same time, they're also got the military from this country over there in killing the Palestinians over in Gaza. Really, y'all, for real. They got them working over there, taking lives and destroying them to make sure all the Palestinians are out of that land. Taking their lives, yes, warring with them. You see? So when it says wars and rumors of wars, he said, don't be caught up in it because they're using it for a certain reason. It's not like the real wars and wars. It's the way I'm going to go back to the elites, that's billionaires, are setting it up. They're trying to claim that land for some reason or another. They think if they get closer to that edge where Gaza is located, that truly they can rebuild there and they'll be okay over on the edge. They're not going to be okay on the edge, but that's what they're thinking. That's why they're over there, because you're dealing with two different type of people trying to steal or whole ownership toward land that don't even belong to neither one of them. You see? So one is killing the other. And the people in America, we don't care. But you send your sons and your fathers over to take lives over there. When they return, guess what? Lives going to be taken from them. They're going to return back to this country with the same spirit that was on them there. And it's now going to be their turn to receive what they put out for this country over in Gaza toward the Palestinians. See, this is what payback is. This is what judgment is. This is what the wrath is. You want to go out there and fight a war, talk about you fighting a war, and all you all are really doing is murdering for Israel to get that land, because the United States is in with Israel getting that land. So they coming together, sending their troops over there to help Israel defeat by killing everybody. And then these people over in this country, those are your sons, your brothers, your fathers, that's over fighting a war that is wicked and evil. So when they come back, be ready, because now they're going to bring that same spirit of evil and wicked right back to who? The United States of America, right back to those parents and those husbands, those wives and their children. They're going to bring them right back to you, because that's an end day battle that they're doing. It's all connected with population, limited, bringing it down as low can go. And now it's time for this country also to receive theirs. That's the plan of the elites, the billionaires. They got plans to bring this country down to the low of the low. But I know for a fact it's going to have to be bio. But if Donald Trump speak of testing the nuclear, when it could be that route too. But no matter what it is, they didn't won. They didn't won this country I mean, when I say they won, you guys, say for instance, if I say put they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, check 100 in each one of them. All because this country, the people in this country is paralyzed to what is actually taking place. Even within their own country, they are paralyzed. So I'm wondering, is that strong delusion that the Most High said He's going to pour out on them? Because to me, it appeared to be that it's a strong delusion, and they tend to not. Nobody is responding toward these things that their own country is doing within the country. They are so caught up in the individuals and the billionaires and what they're doing, they fail to realize they're doing it to you in the country. But they are so paralyzed to what is happening in this country because they're so busy thinking things is about politics, Republicans, Democrats. All that mess is over, y'all. That mess is over. They can't see that, okay, if they turn off SNAP and close the government system, wait a minute, what's next? You see that people have not responded. You didn't see anything regarding them responding after they did it. I mean, the people in this country, I'm not talking about the single mothers. I'm not talking about the homeless. I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about the people who call this a great old America, who think that this country is going to be restored. They feel they are paralyzed because they feel that these stuff is really not affecting them. They really think that what they're doing is really going to build this country up. They really do. They think that what is going on is really building this country up. They have no idea. No, baby, it's destroying it from the inside. And they are numb to it. So when they're thinking that, okay, it's just going to affect the less fortunate, or those who has, if they interfere with the government jobs, what makes you think they're not coming for you? If they take from the poor, what makes you think taking from the poor is really their target? It's not their target, you guys. This country is their target. This country is their target. And they're going to bring it down. Like how would I say it? Someone riding something and bringing the back end of it all the way down. I mean, they're going to bring this country. And I ain't going to say they're going to. They already at it. They're doing an excellent job because they got these people in this country thinking it's about Republicans, Democratic, voting, and Donald Trump and all these politics. And it ain't got nothing to do with that. It got to do with bringing you down. Okay, so that I wanted to bring forth that it's Babylon is down twice. They done brought your system down. It can't go no down, no lower than this. Y'all don't know that, but it can't. And again, they're not after the poor, those who single parents. That's not who they after. They targeting you. Because once they can get it started there, they got you. They got you. But the people can't figure that out. Why are the airline canceling flights? Why are jobs? Why are business closing that are stores are closing? Food stores. Yeah, you all ain't paying no attention to it. Why? Because you're paralyzed. You're paralyzed to the fact that these things are actually happening, and you figured, hey, it ain't got nothing to do with me. Whatever. Can you do something about it? No. But if enough people in this country would have stepped into it, but because so much hate, so much pride and so much greed, evil and wicked is in this country. They think it's about bringing everybody else down outside of them. And that's not you know who the plan is to bring you down. And they thinking it's about SNAP. They thinking about the government job shutting down. No, baby. It's about riding you down. And they got to get your focus off who they're really tuning into. So businesses are closing, stores are closing already, y'all. Jobs already have clipped hours. That's all over the country, this country. A lot of things are happening and they're keeping it out of the news. But even if they put it in the news, the people are paralyzed to what is actually happening because of their hate in their hearts, their pride and their greed, and their wicked and their evil. They have no idea bringing this United Snakes down is about bringing you down, not the land. That's the sickness of it. Who coming down with a United Snakes? Do you really believe United Snakes has fallen? Has fallen is talking about the land itself? No, they're talking about the people. Can the poor, the homeless, can they fall anymore? They can't. Those that's on SNAP, can they go any lower than not having food? They can. So who are they after? Who are they really after? They're starting there to see the response. But they're not coming from the low, baby. Watch and pay attention. Their next move is going to be for the higher, right in the middle. Because the whole idea of bringing this country down is not for the less fortunate. They can easily get them to the level of the ground because they're already there. It's somebody else that they're after. And it's basically those who said and thought, great old America, make America great. You about to see how great America gonna make you. Because they're gonna bring you down to where you won't even be able to crawl up to get up. They're gonna bring you that low. So the game is not on. They thinking they playing other people, but they playing themselves. Okay. Now, another thing I heard, and I'm sick of hearing this. People need to stop, but I guess they need the subscribers. They need the likes. They need the world. They need the praise of the world. They need the okay from the world. It says, God of Black Americans have punished white Americans through Trump. Is using Trump to punish white Americans. And this is saying, the God of the Black Americans has punished the whites American through Trump. Now, I don't like that being said because what the ignorance of people, you know how Solomon said the sun going to shine on the righteous as well as the unrighteous. It rains on the just as well as the unjust. That's where you need to park your understanding. As long as you are here in this United Snakes, what is going to affect them is going to affect you. Why people can't grip that is because that's the level of hate we have here in this country. Everybody is painting the picture as if, oh, it's going to affect me. Or it's not going to affect me. It's going to affect them. It's going to affect them. Oh, no, it's not going to affect me. You know, they only doing this to them. No, baby. America has fallen. And Sister Deborah, can actually say it twice. It has fallen. And just because you can't measure the fall or embrace yourself for the fall, that means you already have a mind that it ain't going nowhere. It's going to be great again, even if you ain't claiming America being great. When you can't feel the fall, you in there with them. Okay. Now, when it says that this one individual is doing this video, God of the Black Americans, he's not a God of a Black Americans, okay, has punished white Americans through Trump. Only part about that is, and I'm gonna tell you, through Trump is true. That's the only part about it, through Trump. And that's what I said when I say they are paralyzed to the fact that it ain't the poor that's on SNAP or the homeless, the less fortunate, that they are after. They're after a people who's been the head. And they're not after them because they're the head. They're after them so that they can bring this country to the low of the ground. So they have to go to the majority. And that's what the majority don't understand. They come in for you. That's what I do agree with. Because those are the ones who thinking that, hey, this is for them. Oh, they're going to get them. They going no. First thing you don't want them to do is get them. You know why? Because when they get them, that's because they setting it up to get you. And that's what the people in this country don't understand. They are paralyzed to the fact that that is exactly what the billionaires are doing. This country, the billionaires already know it got to come down. They are working at the end part. They didn't did it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. They finished. They already got the plan already wrote out. And it's working 100% toward their favor. Oh, yes, it is. And I ain't going to sit here and be a servant of y'all and not tell you that they don't. They do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. They got it listed already, the plan to bring this country down from the inside. And guess what? The people in this country are paralyzed to the fact that it's actually happening. So I don't agree with God of the Black Americans has punished the white Americans. I don't agree with that. But I do believe that Trump is not coming. He got to make you think he's coming after a certain immigrants or a certain melanated people. But Donald Trump, his aim is way beyond that. Billionaires ain't gonna be caught up in who Negroes or melanated people and poor, and not. You think the rich people gonna come down that low? Billionaires gonna come that low to be caught up in worried about us? No, they not. They going after the one higher and up. You see, that's who they going after. Many of you all probably have never seen that movie 2012. If you wasn't a billionaire, not no one billionaire, but higher, those were only the individual that was allowed to leave. That's all they wanted on there. It wasn't for everybody. No, it wasn't. So what has happened is they are going to continue, and as I speak tonight, you're going to see it as time constantly keep going on. You're going to see them coming from the middle, bringing it down. See, they done got victory out of closing the government system and closing the SNAP. Now they got the middleman thinking, oh, they just doing it to them. Baby, they got their focus somewhere else. And their focus should have been, wait a minute, y'all doing this to America. Y'all doing this to all of us. We ain't gonna have that. No, they don't care about that. They're not in tune with that. They're more so, hey, long as you're doing this to them, we good. No, baby, they coming for you. In 2012, a lot of the people who were wealthy still didn't get to go. They was fighting to try to get on as well. You had to have been billionaires, those who got billions. That's the whole purpose. It wasn't for everybody. Well, that's the same mindset they really actually have today. So when you thinking, because you got a little this and a little that, you got it going on, and hey, surely you're going to be in there if anything happened, and they're not doing it to you, and so on and so on. No, you are included, not excluded. Okay. So Trump is the one that is going to bring America down as far as he can get them, and then they're gonna get him out the way. They're gonna move him out, and that's real soon. They're gonna move him out the way, and then they're gonna take it from there and send another one. Okay, but Donald Trump's whole idea is to get your focus off of really what's actually they're doing to the people in this country. That's how they were able to raise everything in this country prices up, everything, and the people run around here trying to figure out how they're gonna make it. That's not those who want stamps, SNAP. That's not those who get on government income. That's them. That's not just them. That's those that's in the middle. They coming for you because they figured if they can come from a different level and bring that thing all the way down, then they got it made. That's the plan. They got the people thinking it has nothing to do. This thing, I see this thing and I am so afraid of it. 1 minute. Okay. Oh, I hate that those things, stink bugs, I think they call them. Okay, so another one was someone was doing a video on the ancient maps help us locate the biblical Egypt. The ancient maps help us locate the biblical Egypt. Now, why are you so into the maps? The ancient maps help us to locate the biblical Egypt. We in such a critical time, like no other. Like no other. But people got time to get you detached to ancient maps help us locate biblical Egypt. Who cares what Egypt is at? People have not got their heart right with the Most High Yah. How is it so many people are so dedicated to the things that does not allow them to have a relationship with the Most High Yah? Why is it people so assured that their relationship with the Most High Yah is just a relationship, and they're more so wanting to teach the whole world about the things that's going on in the world, different continents, different countries? Who cares about what Egypt is at? Who cares about helping us locate the biblical Egypt? Who needs to, who would waste their time? What I'm trying to say is we're in such a time like no other. That's how I behold it. from the wilderness. And it's confusing to me to see people more caught up on things that means nothing. I mean, and so much is going on. Even me sitting here telling you about how they coming for the individuals at the middle level and up. They're not worried about it of those who's at the bottom level of the middle level. They worried about the middle level and up. That's what they are going to destroy. That's their main focus. These billionaires who's setting up how they need to bring America down. They setting it up. And they got it, like I said, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And guess what? They got it mastered, y'all. This took years and they got it mastered. While people in this country got it mastered, how they going to do the things in the world to make this country a better place, a greater America. How is that? How is it that we are looking at things that doesn't make, I don't know, it's just none of it, it means nothing. But we have no relationship. We can't come on here and talk about what Yah has done for us or what he's saying to us. What is he doing to us? What is he telling us about right now? What is he reminding us about the prophecies? What is he reminding us to tell the people this? Get your house in order, which is your spiritual house. What about all those things that detach to him? Instead, the ancient maps help us locate the biblical Egypt. Who gives a rat's behind about where the biblical Egypt is located? But this is the focus of the people. They giving the people in this country what they want. Everything that has nothing to it but of the world. So the world is exactly loving its own because people are following everything outside of getting their house in order with the Most High Yah. Because guess what, y'all? The only one going to help you and support you is the Most High Yah. And if you're caught up in the things of this world, trying to make this world a better country, you're caught up in saying great old America, you're caught up in thinking that things are not as bad as they really are, as it's being shown, but the people still denying it, just like the days of Noah. Surely things was happening. He was telling them, surely they seen him build it. They know he couldn't have built that by himself. They knew, but it didn't matter. They was caught up in all the things that was going on in the world. They didn't want to hear nothing outside of it. We're in that day. We're in that day. Another issue was, not an issue, I heard about a young man that was a Dallas Cowboy player that actually, they say that he committed suicide. If you ever wonder what could be going on with this young man, he's on the football team. He's a very attractive young man. He's on the Dallas Cowboy team. You know, he has his fiance. I mean, you wonder what is going on in his mind that makes him feel that he wanted to end everything. What kind of pain is that? What kind of pain is there? Now, hear me now. That would cause someone to end their life when it seems that they're living, when it seems like they had a whole life to live. And they had it looked it from the outside that everything was good. Because y'all, it's just not him. The reality is we are painting pictures to make everything look like it's going good. Everything's okay. We're actually, how would I say it? I said paralyzed to what actually is taking place. Look at his family. Look at that big family he had. Look at all those family members. Look at his fiance, everybody. And no one knew exactly where he was at here. He couldn't even share that pain. Why? Why would you think he couldn't share the pain? Because everybody acting like they painless. That all things is all well. To where he probably, I'm just saying, he probably felt that it was a pain that only he himself had to endure, because everybody else is living like they are not going through nothing. That's a deception. And I've been speaking on that for the last 3 or 4 years. Everybody is portraying this one side, and they have made right, wrong, wrong, right. And in that side where they made right, wrong, and wrong, right, that's the side people are constantly living on, portraying it's the best side when it's the wrong side. Because all you have to do is see the action and how people are conducting themselves in the world today. It falls right in line with what actually is taking place. So I'm just thinking about this young man, very attractive football player. What could his mother, his father, his siblings, his coach, his fiance, all of them, what are they left with? You see, not even knowing that one young man was feeling the pain and the struggle he was feeling. He couldn't share it with not one person. That's the reality of all the things I'm saying. That's the reality. All this that he was involved with, they say he was a good guy and he was a beautiful person, but guess what? Not one he was able to reach out to. Not one. And I speak this to many of you all out there who have sons and daughters, even mothers and fathers, brothers, sisters, cousins. Things are actually happening today that the whole world is paralyzed toward. They are paralyzed. They can't see nothing. So this young man couldn't stand a chance, no way. Because everybody is seeing everything else one way and he's feeling something else, to the point where he couldn't share it with no one. He couldn't open up. He couldn't, it didn't matter who his fiance was. It didn't matter who his mommy and daddy, that he would leave them, or his sibling. None of them can heal that hurt, that pain that he was going through. That's the same thing I'm saying right now to you all. This world is in a mess, and everybody is portraying a role like it ain't nothing going on. And this young man's statement, he didn't care about how he was going to leave everybody wondering why, or the pain and hurt and the sorrow. Oh, mommy and dad. He wasn't caught up in that. Something was going on with just himself. Just himself. That he couldn't even share with no one, because he felt exactly what I'm teaching right tonight, that people are paralyzed to what is actually going on, to the point they couldn't even see what was going on with him. Exactly what I'm talking about. That's a prime example. No one could see what this young man was going through, what he was suffering through. You know why? Everybody in their own zone. And in their zone, they're paralyzed to what is actually going on. And you see the way out for him? That's the way it's going to be for many in the days to come. Because when it all start hitting and they're not numb anymore, they're coming for many. They're coming for you. the chaos in this country must come to pass like ASAP, because that's where we're at. It's coming. Only thing about it is it's going to speed up and it's going to come real fast. A lot of things going to happen and it's going to speed up. Why? Because where we're at a state of where we're numb to anything that's happening. So when you're like that, everybody got to turn up the fire. The fire must be turned up to get people moving, feeling this thing. You see? So that has to happen without a doubt. Okay. Another thing is I hear people coming out as unlocking family secrets. Unlocking family secrets. That's another something that they got a lot on YouTube. Unlocking family secrets. It's not going to pay off to at this day and time, and not time, but in this day that we're in, it's time to focus on unlocking family secret. It's not going to, you see, this is going back to what I'm saying. The mindset of the people are so locked in to the things that's going to be chaotic and that's not going to benefit you being able to survive another year, another 6 months, another 3 months. They are caught up in focusing on things that even if you unlock this family secrets, it's not going to change the fact that you have to live under that family secret all these years. It's not going to change your mind. It's not going to redeem you or bring you into repentance, or it's not going to do anything. We are too focused on things that has nothing to do with the Most High Yah. We are so embedded in that this end day, just like they were in the days of Lot and in the days of Noah. No one is really caught up in knowing that they finna bring this. Babylon has fallen once. I'm going to go on and say they have fallen the second time. Now they finna crush the people. Babylon falling don't mean the falling is really the land first and foremost. It's the people. That's what people didn't know. And they thinking, okay, when no, it can't mean that. Yes, it can. That's what it means. Babylon is going to, like the people said, this one individual said, through Trump is really bringing the judge. It ain't his judgment. It's Yah's coming his route. But it ain't so much as him. It's those who behind him, which are the billionaires, causing all these things he's doing to bring brought forth. And like I said, when I said to the Father, I said, if the people did say something, even try to go up against it as a march and coming into a oneness, and all the people at that middle class and up were to come and stand their grounds, would it affect it? What would it do? He said it would slow it down. Slowing it down is better than it moving forward fast at a high pace, because that's how I see it. I see it like that. But also going back to what he's saying to me is it's just going to come out of nowhere. And that's when everybody going to start be out of control, because it's just going to hit them. The reality is just going to hit them, and it ain't going to be no turning back. Because a lot of people thinking that, you tell people to go to Revelation 18 and they give you some insight of this country have to come down. They don't believe that. They won't go nothing. And you know what? I'm going to tell you something that the Father told me. He said, Deborah, the way that they would treat you would be the way they have treated me. So don't think that you would get a second treatment. I mean, you would get the first treatment. No, it's the way they do me, it's the way they're going to do you. You see? And it's saying you can sit and you can tell them until they green in the face, and it ain't going to matter. Because that's how they have done me. I have left them all kind of warnings. I have blown the trumpet over and over. No one is ready. No one is preparing for nothing but for them to have a greater life here on this earth with what they have. They're materialistic things. They want to have that America great again. And America ain't never been great. America been wicked. America been evil. American is a murderer, is a killer, is a stealer. So all this stuff they wanting to do is they wanted to stay at everything, to stay at their level of having things their way. But they don't even they like I said, they are paralyzed to what Trump is actually doing. Trump is sitting here showing them that I'm bringing this country down, and y'all stupid tails, we showing y'all something all over the world. Y'all more focused on everything we showing you all on over the world than where you at in your own land. So that's why they know they won already. That's where the victory is already given to them, because they got it listed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and it's going all well. All of it falling in place. Nothing that they are doing. And when people think that they're do this here is only for the immigrants or the migrants or for the blacks or for the Mexicans, no, baby, they coming for you. They coming to bring this country down real great for you. And while people are thinking that, we like what they're doing because it's not affecting us, that shows you the level of hate. But they don't understand. When they finish with them, they coming for you. And they really not going to finish with them. They're going to jump from them all the way to the middle class. And then you're going to start hearing them hooping and hollering. You're going to start hearing them. They start already the ID digital for telling people to fill out forms for digital for their retirement. Now, when you heard all this stuff about this digital, why would you even fill out the forms? Watch how they bust the doors down to try to fill out their forms so they go digital. Knowing that it's going to take your money and control it, and you ain't going to be able to get it when you want it. But you can't tell these people. Y'all knew that these people in this country was high level wicked and evil. He knew they was the serpent seed. Y'all knew that. So that's why it's what's about to take place. And I'm going to stop saying what is about to take place. I've already seen it. What is taking place is that it's going to flip when they least expect it. And it's going to roll over, and they're going to wonder why ain't they doing this to them? We thought they was just going to do this to them. No. Because those who fly the airline has canceled a lot of flights. Do you think some people on SNAP? You think those people who government jobs been shut down? No, those other people who flights been canceled. How about that? You see, it's and these stores are shutting down and closing. People keep saying, "Did you hear about all these Walmart closing?" I don't need to hear about that. I already knew they was going to close. It's just the day and the hour and when they do. All of this stuff is going to cave in here in this country. And the reason why I stay on speaking on this is because when Yah does things to give a warning, he wants you to know that I warned you. I blew the trumpet. The trumpet was blown. He's not going to allow them to do things and you not be warned what's before you, what's coming, what's ahead. He's going to always have everything right there so you can know their every move. A lot of people say, well, we don't want to know they move because my life is okay. My things are going good. When that's who you're, the individuals that they coming for. Because they know they can get the poor. All they have to do, watch this, with the SNAP, all they have to do is say, before y'all can get it, y'all going to have to apply for a card. Bam. They know they got them. Same thing with the government jobs. They know they can get them at a blink of an eye. That's not who they coming after, though, y'all. They got to get the one that would fight against what they're about to do in this country. That's who they coming for. The scientists, the doctors, the lawyers, the judge, middle class, upper class. They coming for you. The ones that said make America great. Donald Trump have to show them, I'm going to show you how great I'm going to make you. He have to look them in their eyes and reverse how great he's going to make them. That's what's before them. This country has to come down. It's no such thing as, he's punishing the whites and not the blacks. No, it's going to rain on all that's in this country. And if y'all don't get you out of here, guess what? You're going to experience some of this out here. Yes, you are. And I feel grateful that the Father is allowing me to know that, because even in it, I'm able to talk to my children regarding the things that's actually happening. And my oldest daughter, she really took out some time just to hear me, to listen to what I was saying. And she said, "Oh, does it say that?" I said, "Yeah." She's, "Oh man," really into it. So I'm just grateful that y'all allowed me to let them know that you all, thinking this is peachy king and everything gonna be good. No, it's over. It's over. It ain't that I'm telling you, I'm telling them too. I've told them. But the more and more I speak it, the more and more they starting to see it. It's not going anywhere. It's going to come and do what y'all said it would do. Bring this country down. And you better be grateful to know that if you are in the body, be grateful. Thank the Most High Yah every morning, every night for allowing you to be in the body. A lot of people are not in the body, but they say they are. You can say all that what you want, but I'm going to tell you what I found out. Around about now, if people are not feeling what's going on, you're not where you say you think you are. Because what is actually happening, these prophecies must be felt by who? By the individuals that the Ruach reside in. He's not going to have you not feeling this, not knowing these things that is before us, because people wants to be blind to it, because that's their safe zone. If I just cover my eyes and cover my ears, then I don't have to worry about that. That wasn't my message that I wanted to put out. Those were a lot of things that I wanted to talk about. Now, there was something else that I wanted to talk about in Job chapter 41, verse 1 and 2. We talked about this once before. Luvet-Utim is a serpentine or / dragon. As I was listening to Job and how Yah was approaching Job about this creature that he has, he was telling Job about this creature he has in the water. Now, just listen to the Father tell Job about this creature. It done something to me to realize that, see, they have no idea you have that set aside already in the water. You already had that done. And the whole elite knows about it. What happened to the people? Job knew, because he told them, you think y'all can just, you think y'all can just do this, and you're going to be powerful than what I created in that ocean? No, you're not. See, y'all created some things And we as individual, our little mind can't go no further than what this world wants to feed us. Now, what the world and man in this world feed us, we more so geared to that. But Yah was talking to Job about this dragon that he has. It's a serpentine as well, they call it. But he's in the water. Yes, he is. And he's still there. And he was telling it to Job about how you can't go around thinking that you can even defeat that. You think you can just throw a hook in there and wheel him up? No, you can't. So just listening to that, realizing that all my living, I have not heard no one in the place of any kind of worship, a church, a temple, nowhere. I haven't heard no one ever talk about it until the Father allowed me and to go into Job. And I'm like, what is that you talking about? Who is that you talking to Job about? That's what I was saying. I was like, wait a minute. It leads me back to seeing Yah as who he is. Just seeing him, that creator who can do something like this, who can create something like this. You know what? I tell you something else. Satan will be scared of this one. Oh, yes. Satan will be afraid of this one. And he was just bringing it to Job's attention when he was, in a sense, checking Job. He was telling him about what he had. And telling Job, nobody can touch it. No one is stronger or powerful than it. You know, just I'm like saying, like, now, why ain't them Hebrew Israelite precept that? Because no one wants to know the truth about my Father. That he's nothing to be played with. That's what he was checking Job about. He ain't nothing to be played with. And people don't even know him. Oh, they think they do. They think they know him. They got him checked in through everything. They don't know him. Because all these other things that they're doing to the people in this country, guess who's letting them do it? Letting them set up to do it. The Most High Yah. So you think that he's going to let them have all these plans? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. They've been having these plans for years. They have mastered the plan. The plan is completed. Why would you think Yah will let them have that, and then he's not going to let his servants that's down here in this chaos know that this thing is deeper than what the naked eyes and the naked ear can hear and the naked eyes can see? So a lot of things Sister Deborah be talking about, a lot of people will be lost because they can't see past a book that man keep handing them, telling them that it's like this, it's like this. They can't get past that. But me just bringing up what he was telling Job about this creature, hey, y'all don't even know the Father. Because to know that is out there, what else do he have? I can guarantee you the elites, the billionaires know. Satan seeds know. Satan knows what he got out there. All you do is pull up in Revelation, you hear all these different creatures, you begin to say, wait a minute, who created them? Because people really think Satan created this stuff. Not one did he create. Not one, not one, not one. So when you go into Revelation, you hear all these beasts coming up out of the sea, having the power to do this and to do that. You got to bring something in your spirit realm back to the throne. Say, Father, yeah, wait a minute, what's going on? What's going on over here? Because that's who created all things. Oh yeah. But you leave it to people. They'll get you to thinking that Satan got all this power, Satan this, Satan that. He took one angel to come down to chain Satan up and muzzle his mouth and chain and take him down to the bottom of this pit. One angel. That's just us sick. We just sick. We lying on Satan. We got people thinking that all this stuff they doing is Satan. That we're blaming on Satan and the demons and the devil, but we don't even understand. They too have to bow down to the will of the Father. They ain't doing nothing that's detached to their will. Oh, Father, y'all, did I say that? They ain't doing nothing that's detached to their will. It's all still yet detached to my Father's will. His name is the Most High Yah. Ahaya. That's who that is. The real creator of all things. So all these things, when you go into Revelation, you start hearing all this, understand who created them things. Satan ain't never had the power to create nothing. All Satan was given was the power to deceive you. That's it. He did a good job with that too. He deceived the whole world. But didn't he come down here to do that? I don't have no problems giving the prompts that he did. He did it successfully. I come down here to serve the Most High Yah, and I'm going to do it successfully. In spite of being in the world, but not of it. But what we don't want to do, we don't want to see that when all said and done, ain't nothing going on the left, ain't nothing going on the right, that the Most High, there's in high and low, don't know. And once we start seeing him for that, who he is, all this other stuff can be seen through your spiritual eyes. Because when I'm talking, I'm like saying, but why they can't see this? Why they can't see this? They can't see, don't they see? And it gets frustrating. That's why he gives you the spirit of endurance and the spirit of long suffering. Because I'm going to suffer you to see what they'll never see. They'll see it when it roll up on them. So I, Sister Deborah, will say, keep your focus on the things which are spiritual, but don't take your eyes off the things that is actually happening in this world. Because Yah want us to see his prophecies come to pass, not be blind to them. And they are. And I'm a living prophet, not a dead one. I see his prophecies coming to pass right before my very eye. And just because everybody else is paralyzed to it, that's on them. I, Sister Deborah, appreciate each and every last one of you all in the live chat. And I will be back. And I say, shalom and shalom.